Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. So if you haven't seen what's going on with this one, make sure you go check out the last video. Got some explaining to do. But this video, we're actually going to install something on the STI. Now, what we're actually going to be doing tonight is actually replacing the carbon fiber Idoing Headunit trim. You guys know that I just recently installed that not too long ago. And I was having a little bit of an issue of it popping up right here. And then I found out that my guy who does all the Alcantara, he actually wraps those. So I hit him up and I was like, hey, I have my stock Idoing Headunit trim. Can you wrap it for me? And sure enough, he does. So he wrapped it up for me over here and it looks absolutely fantastic. So now all the Alcantara in the car is going to totally match. I have Alcantara pretty much down the whole entire center of the car. So it's all the way up on the MFD hood. I got it above the vents right there, and then it travels all the way down, literally all the way back to the armrest. So this Idoing Headunit trim is the only piece that's missing, so everything's going to flow really nicely, and I'm really happy I got that done. It was something that I never even thought of that he can do, but knowing how amazing Overland Designs is and how skilled my guy Jason is at doing this stuff, I didn't have any doubts that he would be able to do it right. So this is the stock Idoing Headunit trim that I have been running in the car for years. And I sent it out to him. He wrapped it in the same black Alcantara, genuine Alcantara, as everything else in the car. So we're going to go ahead and swap that out and put this new one in. And obviously, I'm sure you guys noticed, I have a ton of things to install on the STI, the truck. I got to get the M3 done. Just a ton of stuff. I actually just installed something on the Telluride. I did roof rails. So it's been crazy. I've been doing so much to the cars lately, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been keeping me busy, and this is one of those things that I ordered a lot of this stuff a while ago, and then for whatever reason this week everything just started coming in. But I'll run down the list of everything real quick just so you guys know what's going on. Over here is the Varus Engineering lower control arm covers that attaches to my diffuser. Got to install those. You guys know this is my Fortunato Gen 8 coilovers that I need to install. I got a new mic. I got the Rode Video Micro microphone. I like it a lot. It's what I'm using right now. Much smaller than the previous one I was using, which is this one. It was a dual-sided mic, and I ended up only using one side of it, so it's kind of pointless. So I got a much smaller one that seems to be working much better. We got the Overland Designs Alcantara trim that we're going to be doing tonight. I'm going to put back in my carbon fiber hazard button, which I was running on the car, but I switched over to the back to the red one when I went to the carbon fiber one, since I thought this was a little bit too much carbon fiber with the carbon trim. I know that was a lot of carbon fiber, but you get what I mean. Then over here, we got the new steering wheel for the truck. This thing is so nice. I was not anticipating this thing to be this nice. It is so much thicker than stock. It has some nice weight to it. The leather on here is extremely nice. I was not expecting this. Now, I know truck videos are not that popular, but I am super excited to install this. Pretty much all steering wheel installs are exactly the same. The general idea of how to install it is pretty much exactly the same, so I will do a video on that. But this thing is beautiful. I am unbelievably impressed. It was $299, which is insane. It is crazy thick. It has a ton of different finger grooves and everything. It feels fantastic. I cannot wait to install that on the truck. The stock one is pretty terrible, so that is going to be a huge upgrade. I also got some carbon fiber trim to accent a little bit, so I think that's going to look nice. And then over here, we have the replacement gas cap. If you guys know, I'm in New Jersey. We get our gas pumped, unfortunately, and the gas attendant ended up dropping my gas cap and ended up chipping it in the corner, so I picked up a new one. I love this thing. This thing is fantastic. It looks so much better than the stock cap. It just goes right over the stock cap, but it just brings a premium quality to an otherwise really boring area, so I'm going to replace that with a brand new one. And then over here is the Varus Engineering throttle pedal spacer. So what this actually is going to do, it's actually going to help you heel toe because the brake pedal is here and then the throttle pedal is down here. So there's a big gap between the brake and the throttle. In order to heel toe properly and much easier, you want the pedals to be very perpendicular to each other. You don't want them offset because it's harder to heel toe. So what this actually is going to do is space out the throttle pedal, push it out a little bit more, and it's going to bring it closer to the brake pedal. You can see all the adjustment holes and everything, so you can position it exactly where you want it. I'm really looking forward to installing that as well. So we are going to be super busy over the next couple weeks getting all this installed. I'm also getting in alignment with the coilovers once I get them put on. So it's a good kind of crazy, a good kind of overwhelmed, and I'm looking forward to getting everything on all the cars and get all of this done, just so we can go ahead and enjoy all of the vehicles that I own even more. So let's go ahead, let's get this replaced. I'm not going to show you exactly how to do it since I've already did that in another video, but I'll show you the process and kind of getting everything done. So let's go ahead, let's get the Idoing head unit out of the car, and then we can go ahead and take the carbon trim off, replace it, and then we can finish this video up. So let's get cracking and getting the head unit out of the car. Alright guys, so there we go, everything is installed. Just keep in mind, if you do ever decide to go this route, everything is a little bit tighter fitting just because of the material, the Alcantara. It wraps around each edge, so everything is a little bit more snug, but honestly I like that. It's going to eliminate any potential noises or creaks or cracks or anything that may happen in the future. Look how beautiful this thing is. I mean, absolutely love it. I'm happy I was able to go back to my carbon hazard button over there. We got the gloss back buttons and everything here. It's absolutely perfect. I love that I decided to go with this. It is a very minor detail, but it's just one of those things that get to tie everything together. The carbon did look nice, but I prefer Alcantara overall. So let's go ahead, let's get this back in the car. See how it looks, and then I want to install the gas cap real quick since this is pretty simple and straightforward, and then once we get that done we can wrap the video up and then get on with the other 1,000 things that we have to install. But yeah, let's go ahead, let's get that back in the car, see how it looks, move on to this, then we can wrap it up. Alright guys, so there we go, all installed. As you can see, Alcantara up top, all the way onto the piece right here, flows all the way down, comes down to the sides here, the shift boot, the e-brake boot, the center console, all the way to the armrest. I also got it on the A-pillars, the gauge cluster, I got it everywhere. And to be honest, I am so much happier with that than the carbon one. I think this just flows much nicer. Obviously it fits perfectly because I've been running the this stock trim for nearly 5 years now and it fit perfectly. As you can see, no gaps or anything like that. It fits perfectly and it flows so nice with everything else. I am absolutely thrilled with that. Now the only thing that I am thinking of, I don't know if I'm going to do it, is getting this wrapped. I doubt I'll do it just because I don't want to deal with taking this out and everything. It would be a very simple piece to do. But that is the only thing that stands out overall. But super nice, everything feels fantastic, and yeah, I just love Alcantara. It makes the interior of a car look so much better, so much cleaner, and it just has that premium feel. So I'm really happy that I decided to switch that out and that my guy Jason at Overland Designs decided to knock it out for me. Now keep in mind, this is a very difficult piece to wrap. Jason mentioned it to me. He said, hey, I know you're going to make a video on it. If you want to direct people to me to get this done, that's fine, but just let them know it's not cheap and it's going to take a little while to get it done. And you also need to send in your stock Idoing trim to get it wrapped, since he doesn't have any stock of them. And he has no way of getting them in stock either. So if you are interested, hit him up, Jason at Overland Designs. Fantastic company, fantastic guy. He can do pretty much, he can do anything. And if you want to get your Idoing head unit trim wrapped in Alcantara or anything else, be sure to hit him up, inquire within, and he will get you set up. So we got the Idoing head unit trim all finished up. I'm going to send out the carbon one to the new owner since somebody already purchased it. But now let's go ahead. Let's replace the gas cap. Super simple install. It literally just sticks on with double-sided tape. Now a lot of you may be asking how come the leash is not on here. I do that with all of my cars, and the main reason is, as I mentioned, I live in New Jersey. Gas attendants pump our gas. I always get out of the car and help them out and everything. But unfortunately, the gas attendant got to it too quickly and I wasn't able to get there in time. But I do cut my leashes off. And the reason why is, I'll show you real quick. On the gas cap there, you can kind of see the little scratches. It ended up slipping out of his hand and falling on the ground. If the leash was still on here and it slipped out of his hand, it would have went like this. Whoop. Boom, and it would have hit the side of the car. It would have left a dent, left a scratch. So I'd much rather have this get damaged, replace it for 40, 50 bucks, whatever it was, and then to have to deal with dents or scratches in the actual paint and the body of the car. So just a quick tip. I highly recommend doing that to all of your cars if you haven't done it yet. All right, so this is a super simple install. I got to take this one off first. So I'm going to use a plastic pry tool to try to get under it and kind of break the double-sided tape off. That's going to be a little difficult. I might have to use some heat to get it off, but let me go ahead, get this off, and then I'll show you how to install the new one. All right, so as you can see, I got it off. Super simple. This is just the stock gas cap, so it's nothing crazy. I do wish they had a full replacement, but hey, that's what we get. So there you go. You can see the double-sided tape over there. There was somebody that wanted this. I forget, somebody reached out to me. If you did reach out asking about this, send me a DM on Instagram and I will work something out. So to install it, very, very simple. It comes with an alcohol pad. We're simply just going to open that up and we're just going to clean the surface of where the double-sided tape actually touches. So it's just right here and right here. Might as well clean the whole thing off since obviously I'm not under here very often. So make sure you get it nice and clean. And once it absorbs and all the alcohol is off, we can go ahead and peel the tape off of the little cap here. Like that. And then like that. And now we're simply going to just place it right on the cap. I'm going to place it so the writing is the exact same way. So we're simply just going to line it up, push it down, make sure it has a really good adhesion to the gas cap, and we are good to go. Brand new cap, all set. I've had that one on there for like 3 or 4 years, and it's held up very, very well. That was the first time it was ever dropped. I know it was very minor, but it's just one of those things that would annoy me every time I go get gas. So got a new one on. Let's throw it on the car and we can wrap this video up. There we go, a brand new gas cap. All right, guys, so that wraps this video up. Short and sweet, super simple. We got the Idoing Alcantara head unit trim installed, as well as the new gas cap. I also showed you all the modifications and everything that we need to get done on all the cars. I'm overwhelmed, but it's a good kind of overwhelmed. I like having all this stuff to install. It keeps me busy, keeps me excited, and I'm really looking forward to getting everything on. Believe it or not, obviously I can't wait to put the coilovers on, but I'm really looking forward to putting the steering wheel on the truck. That is going to be a really big change. Steering wheels are something that I always change on all my cars or trucks. To get a much better premium, higher quality feel. And I'm really looking forward to installing this. This was something I found on a whim, and I'm really impressed with it. So there will be a separate video on this, obviously that as well and everything else. But as for this one, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all, be sure to ask them below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.